Well, it's affected everything in my life. We've been on and off for about 3 years. Right now, every single time I turn around, it's always, oh, are you sure that he's my baby? Are you sure that he's my baby? Yes, I'm 100% sure. Like, why do you keep asking me? And don't get me wrong, he's a good guy, but I just want us to be able to move forward in our relationship without having any more arguments. And so I feel like the best way for us to be able to do this is for us to go ahead and get a DNA test, make sure that Legend is the biological son for him. And,
you said make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you have doubts as well?
No, I don't have doubts, but he does.
Okay. Mr. Silva, why do you have doubts?
I just don't trust her, Your Honor. I feel like she's tricking me into believing that I'm Legend's father. I grew up loving women, loving sex.
You grew up loving sex?
To me, I always felt like it was okay for men to go out, have sex, and, cheat, come home to their family. And women can't go out, have sex, and, come home, and especially with a baby, trying to say that I'm his father. I just want to.
All of this started because all he wanted to do was cheat on me. I've been nothing but faithful to him since I first met him.
And so you believe he's projecting his unfaithfulness onto you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing that, Mr. Silva? Do you have any reason to believe Ms. Reeves has not been faithful? You basically said in so many words that you believe it's okay for men to go outside of the relationship to cheat, but not okay for women to do the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
You aren't the only man that feels like that.
Well, Your Honor, I feel like, God created men to conquer, to overrule, and women cannot empower. Women cannot empower men.
What are we on, Game of Thrones?
You see what I do every day.
Oh, what are we talking about? First of all, you said God created men to conquer, and what else?
Conquer, and women
to rule.
Cannot overpower men.
You're ridiculous.
This is gonna be a long
hearing. You see what I deal with every day, right?
So in the conquering and the ruling of man, inclusive in that is the right to cheat, have other women outside the relationship, but women cannot, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically, you're here to conquer. Hypothetically. Why can't you conquer your doubt and conquer your fear that she's also doing something that she says she's not doing?
Well, Your Honor, I feel like if I'm out here, doing what I'm doing, and she's out, doing whatever she's doing, she's possibly doing the same thing.
And why would that be so wrong? Because you can't take what you dish out? Right. I'm trying to understand. I mean, just entertain me for a minute. From one queen to a king. Why? Why would you expect her to sit at home and allow you to cheat on her?
It's just really the fact that she came home, she came telling me that I'm the father of Legend. And I just, honestly, I don't believe that.
All right, so now let's come out of our hypothetical situation and let's really talk about real facts. When do you find out you're pregnant, Ms. Reeves?
Well, we was broken up at the time, but immediately, as soon as I told him that I was pregnant, he was like, oh, okay, with who?
Your Honor, we were broken up for 4 weeks, Your Honor. I called her, texting her ex.
And is that why you broke up?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you
I confronted
her
her about texting her ex. This ain't, I caught them texting multiple times, and she claims they're just friends. And I had it. One day, I just decided to try to go in her phone, and she changed her password on me. She was in the bathroom when I was trying to get in there, and I thought I typed it in wrong, so I tried 2-3 more times until it locked me out. And so when she finally got out of the bathroom, I was like, so you're texting your ex and you changed your password. What you gotta hide? And that's exactly.
But my whole thing is like, why do you keep asking me what I have to hide when every single time I turn around, it's another female texting my phone like, oh, I was just dating I was just dating your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is my boyfriend. That's our boyfriend. Like, what you mean?
Wait, what?
Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Our boyfriend?
Our boyfriend. The fact that you can allow another female to talk to me in that way. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him about it over and over and over and over again. What are you talking about? You're delusional. You don't even do anything.
But look. And I've had some fun with Mr. Silva and his analogies, but I do want to be honest in this moment. If he catches you on the phone texting your ex, that could give rise to some doubt. If you then change your password so he can't see what's going on your phone, to most men, that's going to make him think she possibly is involved with somebody else. That doesn't make it right that he's doing the wrong thing either. Mm-hmm. But you have to understand that his extra affairs outside of your relationship do not necessarily have bearing on the paternity issue that we're dealing with now. Mm-hmm. And that's what's hard, because a lot of women will say, well, he was out doing this, that, and the third. I said, I know, but I need to know what this, that, and the third you were doing. Because that's really the bottom line. Mm-hmm. So if you're texting your ex, changing your passcode, and then you all are broken up, and you then say to him, I'm pregnant, I can see that he might have some doubt as to who you may have been having sex with during the window of conception. Mr. Silva, how long were you broken up before she told you she was pregnant?
It was broken up for about 3-4 weeks, a month. and I didn't hear from her. So at the time, you know, she gets booked to model and promote events, and that's what she loved doing. So on her Snapchat, she's turning up, getting lit, with men, drinking, smoking. So how do you expect me to believe that you've been gone for 3-4 weeks, then come back to me telling me you're pregnant?
And how pregnant did she say she was when she told you?
I mean, I'm not
I was
exactly.
like 3 months pregnant when I found out.
So in your mind, regardless of what you were doing for that month that you all were broken up, your window of conception would have been 2 months
While we
before
was
that,
together.
while you were together.
Yes, ma'am.
But it also was while you were texting your ex.
But he never saw anything in my phone like, oh, let's hang out, oh, let's chill. It was always like, hey, how are you doing? Just checking in on you, just checking up.
On multiple, on daily basis. Good morning, good nights.
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
So take me to, during this pregnancy, Mr. Silva, are you accompanying Ms. Reeves to doctor's appointments? Are you involved? Or are you basically just being standoffish because you don't think it's your child?
Your Honor, I was written as soon as she told me, I told her who was the father. So I did not believe I was the father, and I was not with her during her pregnancy. I was only there to be supportive during the birth.
So in that moment, despite your doubts, you said, I want to be there at the hospital when the baby
Yes, and
is born.
throughout the whole time I'm telling her I want a DNA test. In the hospital, none but her family was there. I was by myself. I came in. As soon as the Legend was born, the doctor came in the room, straight to me and gave me the paper. I didn't want to make her look bad. So
so you signed the birth certificate.
Yes, I felt pressure to sign.
So you felt like in that moment, her whole family is around.
Yes.
And if you start talking about DNA tests and not signing birth certificates, it sheds a negative light on her.
Yes, Your Honor.
So out of a level of protection for her, you go ahead and execute the birth certificate without really understanding the legal ramifications of that.
Yes, Your Honor. It's my first child, my first rodeo. I didn't understand how to.
And there was nobody from your family with you?
Nobody. I was there. I flew out of Florida to come to Alabama just for the birth.
But now Legend is 7 months old.
And I've been there.
Since day one.
Since day one.
I got him clothes, everything he needed. I take care of him. I let him meet my family. I just needed this DNA test. That's the only way we could work on our relationship. That's the only way that I can continue loving my son and loving her. Because I do love her, Your Honor.
You dying by that double-edged sword, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a saying, and it's true.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now Legend is 7 months old, and I'm very happy to hear that despite your doubt, Mr. Silva, you stepped up to the plate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does it affect your relationship with him in terms of bonding? Do you look at him? Does this run through your mind?
I look at him and I love him. I fell in love with him.
Well, he loves him, but he's still telling everybody that he's not the father. Like,
I just have my doubt.
Yeah.
I just have my doubt.
Like, well, I have proof right here. A girl, she messaged me, basically saying that, they was talking. He was.
Let me see that evidence. Jerome, will you hand that to me?
Here you go. He was her boyfriend as well. He didn't know me. I'm just.
So you got a message out of the blue from another woman. And it says, he told me you were his ex and that you were pregnant, but you're and didn't know who the dad was.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you confront Mr. Silva about it?
Yes, ma'am.
What'd he say?
I showed him a picture of him and the girl together, and then he's like, oh, well, I do know her, but that was a long time ago. Like, I haven't seen her for years. And then here we are with other pictures of them, and I know that it was a recent picture because it was a shirt that he had just got like 2 months ago.
So, Mr. Silva, I see you have a smirk on your face, so we already know you lying.
As usual.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Did you tell this woman that she was pregnant, but she didn't know who the father of her child was?
Your Honor, I told her that she was pregnant, and I told her that she wasn't pregnant by me, but the whole thing, I just said that out of, just being grimy.
Well, that's honest. Go ahead and tell the truth. So you were being grimy.
I just did that just to pretty much, if she was out there doing whatever, then I'm out here doing whatever. So I'm not no dummy. You're not gonna play me. You know what I mean?
Well, you played me first. Right. You started the whole thing. If it wasn't for you cheating, if it wasn't for you talking to different people, we wouldn't even be here right now. None of this stuff would even happen.
And I can see that this still hurts you, Miss Reeves.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you feeling?
I just feel a little hurt, you know what I mean? Because, we have a beautiful baby together. And I don't want him to grow up feeling like, oh, my daddy didn't even think that I was his. I don't want him to feel like, we were just being irresponsible. I want him to love me the way that I love my parents. I want him to grow up the same way that I grew up with both of his parents in his life. You know what I mean? I don't want to continue to argue about it.
The baby honestly looks more like her than me. How could I tell the baby is mine if he doesn't really even look like me for real?
Look at him. What are you talking about?
Her ex looks just like me. He could be her ex.
So you're saying there's such a striking resemblance between you and her ex.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's hard for you to tell because the child looks so much like her.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are you hoping, Ms. Reeves, in this moment?
In order for us to move forward with our relationship and every single thing else in our life, we need to get past this so we don't have any extra arguments in the future.
I understand. And how about you, Mr. Silva? What are your
Your
hopes
Honor,
today?
I want this child to be mine, and I really you know, hoping that the results saying that I'm his father, because if he's not, then she got to kick rocks. She got to go. I can't look at her the same. I can't respect her. That's not my father. I mean, that's not my child. I can't be a father to somebody else's child.
It hurts me, like you've been around him for a long time, you know what I mean? And so now, if he's not yours, all of a sudden you don't want nothing to do with me at all. You don't want nothing to do with him.
How you gonna make me take care of somebody else?
Me.
Your Honor, I love Jennifer. I mean.
So with or without Legend, we should still be together. It shouldn't be no kick rocks.
Nah, you kicking rocks.
There's a lot at stake here, and I want to give you the opportunity. If there's something else you haven't said, or if there's some type of doubt you really do have, you have a chance to be honest about that in this moment before we go to the results.
Yeah, I don't have any doubts. I'm just a little bit upset that if he feels like he's not his and he doesn't want to be with me anymore. I feel like with or without Legend, our relationship is, you know, we can make it be good the way that it was before. You know what I mean? Like if we didn't have a baby, it's that him saying like, oh, okay, well, if we didn't have a baby, we wouldn't be together right now. You know
what he's saying is if you have a child by another man and he is not the biological father, that he's not able to raise another man's child, nor is he responsible to do so. He does not have to do that. I mean, I don't like the terminology you all are using, kick rocks and this kind of thing, so I'm holding my composure because it just sounds rude, but I know you young folks have your own terminology, so I understand what he meant was that he cannot be in a relationship with you, definitively. Mm-hmm. And that's a reality. I think the only way we can truly move forward is to get the results. Jerome?
Yes, ma'am.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. If you need paternity court, call us at 855-883-6223. In the case of Reeves versus Silva, when it comes to 7-month-old Legend Silva, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Silva, you are the father. You are the father.
That's all I needed to know, Your Honor. Now, I'm sorry, and you know I did have my doubt with Legend, but I know that he's my son, and I would truly, fully love him, and I want us to move on in our relationship because I love you.
I love you too.
That was beautiful, and she needed to hear that, and I hope you receive it, but also receive this. If you don't change the way you operate, Mr. Silva, you are going to continue to negatively affect this woman's spirit, which ultimately negatively affects your child's well-being.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, the evidence is clear. You have been found guilty beyond reason of doubt of watching this entire video without following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Your punishment is hit those buttons immediately, and this case is closed.